You ready? You're always ready? Born ready?
Born ready.
Okay, excellent. All right. What's going on, everyone? I'm John Bundy, and welcome to Where to Eat in Rincon PR, the show where we sit down with the people behind the places that make Rincon such a special place to eat, drink, and experience life. This podcast is brought to you in collaboration with El Coquí Rincon magazine, and today's episode is one I've really been looking forward to. I am joined by Brenda Gil Enseñat, Executive Chef and Creative Director at Alma at Tres Palmas Hotel. Brenda's cooking blends global techniques with Puerto Rican ingredients and deeply personal family-inspired flavors, creating what she calls dynamic world cuisine.
You're right.
Tasting menus and dishes that tell stories of place and memory. Alongside her is Javier Quiñones, co-owner of Tres Palmas and the hospitality mind behind the experience. With years in food, beverage, and hotel operations, Javier focuses on creating a space that feels intentional, welcoming, and elevated without ever losing that laid-back Rincon soul. Together, they are redefining what a boutique hotel and restaurant experience can feel like here on the west coast of Puerto Rico. Brenda, Javier's obviously busy somewhere else, taking care of operations and all that good stuff. Thank you so much, the both of you, for having us.
I'm very grateful for the opportunity to tell you a little bit about us.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I also want to add that we have another partner,
Oh, you do?
Elizabeth. Yes.
Oh,
she
yes.
is the creative director of the brand. She
Wonderful.
has a public relations firm.
Great.
and
I got to
she's-
meet Elizabeth. Wonderful, wonderful. That's
Yeah.
so great. You have a great team.
We do.
So I want to start at the beginning. I love origin stories, where you came from, because places like this don't just appear overnight. Tres Palmas and Alma feel very intentional, from the food to the space, the energy. Take us back to the moment this became real for you. How did Tres Palmas come into your lives, and when did you know Alma was something you wanted to build here in Rincon?
I always wanted to have a restaurant where I had no restrictions whatsoever on what to put on the menu, on how to plate, on how to provide for the ingredients. So this was meant to be sooner or later. About Tres Palmas Boutique Hotel, it is, I always, when the building had the for sale sign, I always saw people looking at the building, and I was thinking, like, they're losing their time because that place is mine. Like, kidding, but
Right.
not kidding.
Sure.
So the opportunity appeared before our eyes.
Wonderful.
Everything was like serendipity.
Sure.
And we took possession June 15th. And by July 3rd, the restaurant was open
Wonderful.
because we had all our recipes. It was all, like it was meant to be, and everything placed itself one thing in front of the other, like right the way it should be.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So
wow,
here we
it's
are.
so great to be here. And you probably can't beat this view most places in Rincon. This is amazing.
The view
Amazing.
is what inspires us
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. Well, you call the cuisine a dynamic world cuisine. What does that mean, and how do you translate that into a menu?
Okay, dynamic world cuisine. I've always loved traveling, and I've always been very inventive about my food. What can I say? You get influenced by every single place you go, and by every single dish you try. I always say, like, for instance, with the ropa vieja de pato that we have in our menu, for me it was like, why don't we do the ropa vieja, the Cuban ropa vieja, instead of like regular ropa vieja? Why don't we do duck? And you'll be amazed how many people don't like duck, but they like our ropa vieja.
Sure.
So dynamic, because everything changes, right? So I don't want to be tied up saying I have to do this dish every day. So our menu is in a QR code, because if we feel like scratching something or adding something, we add a dynamic spin, and we try to see how people react to this new dish. And if it's a hit, it goes in the menu immediately. The menu is very intentional. It's mostly recipes that I've been doing my whole life for my family, and some stuff I picked along the way, you know? So our escargot are different from any escargot you've tried. They are very close to the original recipe, but you'll get some flavors that are totally different to what you're used to. And we try to put Puerto Rico, a little bit of it, on every dish without, disrespecting the original dish from the original country. So that's why it's dynamic and world cuisine. There is not one plate that is from the same place as the other. It's
Wonderful.
all culinary travel.
Oh man, it sounds great. It sounds great. It smells delicious.
You'll get to try it.
Delicious. Wonderful. I can't wait. I am hungry. Well, where did you train or work before Alma?
Okay, this is my first restaurant
Oh, wow.
that I am the head chef of. I am a partner at Calypso, and I've been taking courses and lessons, more than 26 courses and lessons. The last one was from Cordon Bleu, and it was for molecular cuisine and the interactive experience. Right after I did that course, we did our tasting here. And
Wow.
so I keep training. I'm a gemologist as well. I am an insurance agent by trade.
Okay.
So the only thing I can't be is bored.
Gotcha.
And I am a perfectionist. So if I'm going to do escargot, it's going to be the best damn escargot you'll ever have. And if I am not sure about a plate, I throw away 10 versions of the thing before
Right.
one comes up in the
Right.
menu.
I got you.
So-
Wow, fantastic. So if you can speak to some of Javier's roles, one of them being the hospitality and operations, any challenges that surprised Javier or yourself when you first opened?
In Puerto Rico, we have a saying that says, es un lobo viejo. He's an old wolf. In terms that the beautiful thing about this here is that Javi's been in the hospitality business for more than 30 years. So the ability to foresee what could go wrong, it's higher, so is our expectancy of success.
Sure.
So every single rock in the way, he's already been through it. So it's
Right.
a great thing that, me being an insurance agent, also it's like I see all the risk, everything ahead. And Javi, it's mainly my control and Elizabeth's control. Because women are passionate, and we say like, what about this huge tree here? And he goes like, how much is the huge tree? And we go, it's only $300. And he says like, but so were the placemats last week. So,
Gotcha.
it's
Bring
like,
you back to earth.
of course, but I like to be the astronaut,
Gotcha.
It's like,
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So your menus reference family and place. Can you share a dish and a personal story behind it?
of course I can. For instance, the escargot is the only dish that all my nephews and nieces consistently ask me for growing up,
Wow.
because they taste it very young. So if I go to this day to one of their houses, I go like, what do you want me to cook? It will go black beans, white rice, and roasted chicken, but you have to do escargot. And for my family, having escargot was as having a cheese plate for other families. My father's heritage, he is from the DR, but his family is from the DR, France, and China.
Okay.
So we have like a very mixed situation here, as well as my mom's side, which she was born in Puerto Rico, but my heritage from her side is Spanish, from Mallorca.
Gotcha.
So when you see the pulpo, or octopus, it's a hybrid between the Portuguese octopus and the pulpo a la gallega, the Galician octopus. So we mix the best, the best ingredients from both dishes,
Sure.
and we do a very good
Best of both worlds, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
We have alcapurrias here. My mom, if you ask her what do you want to have, she'll say an alcapurria to this day.
Right.
So that's in the menu, like mainly to please her palate.
Right. Well, fantastic. Got to please the mama.
Oh yeah.
So tell us about the 12 course, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. The Los Jardines.
Los Jardines.
Los Jardines.
Los Jardines. That holds a very special place for me in my heart. That was my grandparents' hacienda. They did coffee. That's what they did for a living. That's how my grandfather brought up my mom and her sisters. And it was a very special place. Like most kids, they have chicken pox, and they would say, "Oh, you need to rest." To us, it was like, you're going with your grandparents to the hacienda, and then we would be like jumping rocks, getting into the river. I don't know how many people we got sick doing that, but back then, who knew?
Right.
And, it was such a magnificent childhood. Like, here we have Mandarin glaze. That it's my memory of eating the mandarins off the trees,
Right.
walking through the hacienda. That's what they had for shade, as well as
Sure.
oranges
Sure.
for the coffee. So it's a beautiful place. It is in Las Marias, and it's where my mom grew up. So I am very happy and grateful that we got to enjoy it.
Wow.
So
Fantastic. So how do you balance accessibility, tourists and locals, with the experimental tasting format of the menu?
I think that everyone that comes to Alma and does a little research, when they come here, they already know that they're not going to have the same experience they have everywhere, which is awesome because Rincon's a culinary paradise. You find everything here. But we wanted to steer clear of dishes that were on other people's menu. Mm-hmm. So it's like we try to teach people if they are weary about some. You have no idea how many people have had like the escargot for the first time here.
Sure.
So we try to explain the flavors. Our staff is super well trained, and they have tried the dishes, so they know how to transmit the flavors to our customers. Some people a lot of people in Rincon actually are very good foodies. So,
Sure.
And they know what they want, and they know how stuff should taste. And we're very happy just to be able to still surprise them,
That's great.
And the tourists, they are sometimes harder to please than the Puerto Ricans.
Sure.
Because they are used to eating maybe... our food is very... It explodes with flavor, the Puerto Rican food.
Sure.
So a lot of people eat a little bit more bland. So we have a lot of requests from people saying, "Oh, maybe can you hold the chili, or can you..." So, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not happy when I have to change.
No special orders.
It says so in the menu, but we still accommodate, because,
sure.
it is what it is.
Sure. That's great. What's the biggest surprise you've had since opening? Something that went better or worse than you expected?
That we've been here for only 6 months, and we've had so many repeat customers. And we have people that already made the place their celebration place. And when you own a restaurant that is that fills your heart, it gives me goosebumps.
Right.
Because it's everything, like you said before, everything's done with intention. But a restaurant should be a place of gathering, of love, of celebration, of happy moments,
Right.
So when you accomplish that, and you see, for instance, a review from a client that's been here 9 times in 6 months, and when he does his review, he gets exactly what we're trying to transmit, then we know that we're doing something right. On the bad part, I always loved rain, but every day that it rains here, some of the spots in the restaurant take a little bit longer to fix. So it's always a race against the rain and time.
Right, yeah, the rain that goes sideways, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have, one season here in Puerto Rico that it's every day.
Right. So any sustainability or sourcing practices you're proud of?
We try to buy as much as we can local. And in fact, our meat is local. And some people are surprised, like, oh, but I came to eat the tenderloin. And I go like, a bull only has 2 tenderloins, and we can kill some bulls, but not all bulls.
Right.
So all of our meat is from Lajas and from one source. We also have been blessed to have like the local supermarket cater to us, FAMCUP. They go like, what do you buy? Because if your supplier doesn't have it, I want to have it in spare for you.
Wonderful.
So we also buy our basil from Rincon, some of our arugula. We have micro tomatoes that are called Frambuesa tomatoes that are sourced right here in 413. And whenever we can take one dish and use what we don't use for the dish and create something new, for instance, this
is beautiful.
The byproduct, which for me is amazing, but it's the byproduct of our filleting. We get the whole fish here, but when you're doing just the fillet for the dish, when you're offering the fresh fish, we use all the parts that are on that fish in order to create las croquetas.
Beautiful.
And it's as long as we can source the plantain here is from the banana, the green banana from the Capurias. If we can get green banana from here, we get it from here. So
fantastic.
We try to, and I want to expand into that, but there's only so many things that we can get locally.
Sure. Well, you do as much as you can in your neighborhood until you have to go elsewhere, right?
Of course. Yeah. That's my first call. My neighbors, and then the rest.
Wonderful. So how do you see Tres Palmas and Alma evolving over the next 2 to 3 years?
Oh yeah, we have plenty of plans for this place. We have plans of expansion, and we have plans of another restaurant, but only for tapas. And we have some plans, but I can't disclose all of them. But I do see...
Secrets for the future, right?
Secrets for the future, or surprises, not secrets, right?
Surprises
for the future.
That's right.
And we see definitely in the long term, we are not planning on adding rooms. We just want to add experiences in the property. So that's mainly where we're heading to.
Beautiful. Fantastic. So for listeners planning to visit, what should they absolutely order or experience here at Alma?
Okay. The ropa vieja, the dog ropa vieja, and even better, if they don't normally eat dog, they should have the escargot and the octopus. Those are my 3 favorites.
Okay.
For the main dish, I would say you never go wrong with fresh fish, with one of our sauces. Please don't come asking for ajillo or jerk chicken. We do serve it because you ask for it, but ask for the mandarin, ask for the honey wasabi. Be a little bit adventurous when you come in.
No mayo ketchup?
No mayo ketchup, even though I've done it, because you have to please your clients. But we have plenty of stuff that could do better than what you're asking me, you know?
Yeah.
So, and also the tenderloin. We serve it 2 ways. One is a bulgogi bowl, which is a Korean dish. And the other one is the medallions, and it comes with our house pesto, which is very surprising combination with the meat. So, or come 2 or 3 times and try the whole menu. We've had people do that.
Fantastic. Or 9 times. And
or
leave
9
a review.
times. That's Mike. 9 times, Mike.
Okay. All right.
Dessert.
Oh, no,
Dessert.
come on.
We have to talk about dessert.
Sure, you do.
Because
and then drinks too. We can do that while we're here as well.
We can toast while we talk. While we talk dessert,
cool.
right?
And then you have to tell me about what this is right here.
Yeah. So here you go.
Excellent.
Here's to you.
Salud.
Salud.
Ooh, I needed that. Taronja.
It has a little bit of a lot of things in there.
Very good.
So, dessert. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute.
Okay.
But you were asking about what they can't miss.
Yes. See.
We only have 2 desserts in the menu.
Okay.
And they're very different one from the other. And they're complete different experiences. One is the chocolate mousse, 1755 chocolate mousse. That mousse derives from the first time that was ever written in a recipe book. It was by Chef Menon, a French chef that was working for the English court. And it was the first time it was ever mentioned in a cookbook. On that recipe is the first instance of molecular gastronomy that we have in our kitchen.
Really?
Yes, because it kept falling when we did it. And recipe after recipe, it kept. So we had to use ingredients from the molecular gastronomy encyclopedia.
Right.
In order to keep it as creamy as just made, you know? The other is the passion fruit crepe.
Ooh.
It has some mascarpone cheese in there. It's brulee on top. So, and it comes with our strawberry coulis that we do here. So if you don't like chocolate, don't worry. You'll get some fruit on the side. And
Right. Wonderful. Okay. Great. Now tell me about this drink here. And what is this?
oh, you're having un día en Rincon. I think that is the best example of building community we have on this restaurant. For us, that's very important. It is a very fruity drink, but not overly sweet.
Sure, not too sweet. I taste some ginger.
It has some stuff in there. We'll tell you after the microphones are off, okay?
Okay. Well, yeah, excellent.
It comes with a note from the last person that had the drink, or one of the last persons that had the drink. Because sometimes we have 3 or 4 notes because everybody's having it at the same time. So the thing is that it's a way for someone to tell you how they felt in Rincon, what they did in Rincon that day, or just tell you, go eat to this place, or have your coffee on this other place, or see a sunset at Alma.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, so it's a way for people to engage even though they're not together.
So the note is from someone who had the drink.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read this one.
Yes, and then you're going to leave
along
one.
with the date, and then I'm gonna leave one. That's
Yes.
fantastic. So this was written December 8th of this year,
Okay.
and it says Rincon is my new winter home. Capture the sun and spirit. No snow. Excellent. Fantastic.
And
Well, I
that
look forward
note
to
is
leaving
for
a
you.
note. Wonderful. I love it. Especially the no snow part. I'm
Yeah.
originally from Long Island, New York. I don't want to shovel any more snow. So
I'm glad you're here in December
I
then.
am so glad that I'm here too. My wife and I moved here. We love it. These are our people, and we didn't know it. So I have some rapid fire questions for you to kind of wrap this up here. So it's kind of like one of those first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Favorite local beach.
Lalas.
Favorite local ingredient.
The basil I get here is amazing.
Ooh. And your go-to comfort dish when you're off duty. What do you eat when you're
White
not?
rice and fried egg.
Oh, fantastic. Love
That's
it.
what
love
I
it.
have.
Okay. Final words. All right. A message to Rincon locals and to visitors who might not yet know your place.
I'm not going to make it as much about my place as I want to make it about Rincon and the Marine Reserve we are blessed to be in front of. It's like Rincon is the resources, the natural resources. Rincon is the people. Rincon is the community that people from a lot of places manage and coexist in. So come into Alma and enjoy meeting other people. Have the experience to have a walk in the reserve. Go to Bosque de la Armonía. Get to know your neighbors. Because I've known people that they don't know their neighbors. And we're blessed enough to know that we just moved here to this location and we know most of our neighbors. So build community. That's what I would
fantastic.
say.
Fantastic. Wow. Brenda, thank you so much for sharing your story. your vision, and the intention behind Alma and Tres Palmas. And to everyone watching and listening, if you find yourself in Rincon, don't just come hungry. Come curious, slow down, and experience the story behind the food. I'm John Bundy, and this is Where to Eat in Rincon PR. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, so amazing to hear your story.
Thank you
That's
so much.
Great.
Thank
It's
you.
so great. We can't wait to hear and see more, and we're going to take some video.